I'm always on the lookout for new farming and life simulation games, so when I heard there was a game where I can have cute dinos help me with farming, it automatically piqued my interest. This game is called Paleo Pines. It has been on my wishlist since July 2022, and based from what I've seen in the demo, the wait was absolutely worth it. Today, I'm going to talk about my first impressions based from the first 4 hours of gameplay available in the demo. Let me tell you, I already know I will sink in hours of gameplay just finding and trying to befriend all the cute dinosaurs in the game. Just look at them. The game starts with you and your dino companion, Lucky, arriving at a rundown ranch in Viridian Valley. Unlike other farming sims, it seems that you moved here on your own accord and did not inherit the ranch from anyone. It is not clear who previously owned this ranch, but your purpose for coming into this area is to look for more dinos like your companion, a Parasaurolophus. You have no idea how many times I tried to pronounce that. Anyway, you'll be greeted by Owen and Mary the next day, who followed Lucky's tracks since it seems that no one else in town have seen a Parasaurolophus before, but the game hints that you can maybe find more of them in the future. After that, you are given some quests for settling in, like meeting the townsfolk, learning how to farm, doing some quests, and taming some dinos. The game environment is just too cute and colorful. There are cherry blossom trees, random crystals, and dinos all around. I thoroughly enjoyed seeing rainbows after a rain and seeing the crystals shine at night. I have only unlocked one map in the demo, but there seems to be other areas you can go and explore, which I am really looking forward to. For character creation, you are given several choices for skin tone, eye color, and hair. I am hoping they will let us have more options for facial features like eyes, nose, and lips in the future. You have a couple of clothing options too, and you can always change all of these once the game starts, so don't stress too much about it. As for the gameplay, let's look at some unique mechanics that I liked in the game. First up, of course, is taming and taking care of dinosaurs. This is what sets this game apart from most other games in the same genre. Each dino has their own unique dino call. You have to repeat their call using a flute in order to get them to approach you. Once they do, you can either give them a treat or attempt to soothe them. Each dino species has a different taste for food, and you have to figure this out if you want to get them their proper treat. Be careful not to get them overexcited though. Once you get the meter on the green area, the final step is to give them a poppin, a treat you can buy from Pippin. If the dino likes the poppin flavor, they will trust you and be your friend. However, that is not enough to make them stay. If a dino becomes unhappy, they may go back to the wild. First, every dino needs a dreamstone for their sleeping area. The size of the dreamstone corresponds to the size of the dino species. For example, a Styracosaurus will not sleep in a small dreamstone area. By the way, I really like how I can edit their pen in a top view way. Going back to the topic, you also have to give them a pen with enough room and suitable environment. Make sure they have enough correct food, give them head pats, treats, walks, and use your flute to copy their dino call for them, all to keep them happy. Each species has different needs when it comes to their preferred environment, so plan your ranch accordingly. Don't worry, all the work to keep them happy is worth it, because when you get enough friendship points with a dino, they will start helping you out in your farm. Their abilities are dependent on their species. Some will help you water the crops, some will help you break boulders, etc. As for farming, something that I don't often see in farming games is the effect of soil quality on the growth of plant. So, I am very happy to see this incorporated in Paleo Pines. There are 4 soil types: normal, soft, sticky, and firm. Newly tilled soil always starts out as normal and will eventually change depending on the last crop that grew in the plot. I find it a bit weird to see crops growing out of their season though. Let's look at carrots. Their season is Jurasos, but I am able to grow them just fine during Triaceae season. Triaceae? I don't know how to pronounce that one. It grows best in sticky soil, but it will leave soft soil after harvesting, so plan your crops wisely. You will also get some fertilizers from dino poop that you can use to change the soil type. Remember to always check your journal for more information about items. Weather also seems to have more effect than usual. For example, I got some seeds blown into my farm on one windy day. I am curious about the other weather effects the game can have. The quests from the bulletin board ranges from providing materials, delivering items, or finding lost items, at least on the demo. These are okay, but I think this will get repetitive for me in the future. Now let's look at the controls and other quality of life features. I just love how I can type the number of items I want to sell in stores. It's also very easy to transfer materials from your inventory to your pockets. You simply hold control and scroll with your mouse button to transfer one by one. This has been one of my pet peeves on some other farming games, and having this sort of control makes me extremely happy. Furthermore, you can easily toggle between your inventory using the mouse scroll wheel, or you can use hotkeys. For example, pressing 1 opens your journal and pressing 2 brings out your flute. You and your dino can also run really fast. Just look at us go! However, this depletes your stamina fairly quickly, and I haven't found out how to replenish stamina so far. On the bright side, your dino companion's stamina increases as it levels up by doing activities. I hope we will have food that can replenish the stamina in the future though, especially for my character, who did not seem to have a stamina increase all throughout the demo. I did try pushing my character to her limits and still tried planting 10 seeds with 0 stamina. I simply fell down after each action, but I was able to painstakingly plant and water all the 10 seeds. The location of the NPCs gets updated on your journal as you meet them in different places. I really like this feature, since the game does not simply spoon-feed this information, but it also helps you keep track of the information you already discovered. I usually just jot these kinds of information down in a random piece of paper anyway. Of course, there are some things in the game that are not so good for me. For example, some NPCs, like Corlin, are not included in your journal. I think this may mean that Corlin is often seen just on one spot. I can't say for sure yet. There are also lots of other random NPCs who are not really part of the game. At first, they can get a bit distracting, especially if you are trying to meet all the characters. Moreover, I found the controls a bit weird at times. You have to position yourself in certain angles so the game will recognize what you are trying to do. Sometimes the dino companion also gets in the way and you end up patting them instead of interacting with the environment, which was a minor frustration for me. I also don't like that I have to hop on and off my dino every time I need to gather materials or talk to NPCs. This can be a bit annoying when you are on a quest to gather lots of materials around the world. Looking for dreamstones can also be a bit tedious, but this part is understandable in my opinion. Each dino needs a dreamstone, so having to find those means you can't just simply hoard as much dinosaurs as you want. Lastly, the music is just okay for me. Don't get me wrong, I think it's really cute and fits the overall vibes of the game, but it got a bit repetitive for me at times. Additionally, the sound when I open my inventory just doesn't feel right for me. It sounds like I did something wrong rather than just open my inventory. One thing I would love to experience in the full release are the festivals and more interaction with the townsfolk. I am also looking forward to expanding my ranch and filling it up with cute dinos. With all of these said, I thoroughly enjoyed the first few hours of the game, and I just know I'll spend more hours playing this in the future. The demo will be available by June 19 if you want to try it out for yourself, and the game's official release date is September 26, 2023. For me, the clever use of incorporating dinosaurs into a farming sim is enough to make me pick up this game. The gameplay mechanics for the dinosaurs did not disappoint me, Even with my qualms about the controls, I do hope the controls will be much smoother when the game releases though. What do you think of the game? Let me know in the comment section. I make content about farming and life simulation games, so if you enjoy those, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching!